To tell you where body form comes from, I have to show you what I learned from the embryo. I learned from the embryo that forms, that in living nature, I must correct that, in living nature, always forms that are the bodies, the organs, the matter, the anatomy, form always comes out of a motion. So in living nature, motion, movement is the primary thing. And in your embryonic life, you can see that loud and clear because the embryo is in motion. And the motion, the process, produces the body, the form, the anatomy. That's what I learned. And now I come on a bifurcation. I can go two ways. If I deal with motion, if I deal with living nature, and I see their processes, I see their, developing organisms, I can go two paths. I can go for the understanding or the explaining. And nowadays, science massively goes for causality. What is causing the forms? What is causing this motion? And I'm not interested in causality. I'm not interested in what it is caused by. I'm interested in what it means. I told you, I am looking more for finality. What do the forms mean? What does emotion mean? I give you an example. Can I have the camera mode? Yes. Don't fall asleep behind the buttons. I now make a fist. You could consider the fist as an example, it's a model of a motion that leads to a form, a typical human fist. No other animal can make this fist, typical human. So a movement that brings to a form. And then I can look for causes, and we know everything about it. First we looked at the muscles were cord, and then there came nerves, and then there came spinal cord, and then there came the cortex with a muscle man in my head. And then we say, okay, this is the cause, the explanation of that fist. It's nonsense. There is no muscle man up there. Your brain doesn't know about muscles. But that's another story. I don't have time for that. But that is, explaining, looking for the cause. But you also can ask the question, what does a fist mean? When do we use it? We use it when we want to fight, aggression. We use it when we want to slammer, strong. But we also use it to make the gesture of triumph. Nelson Mandela, free at last. Or the aggressive fist of the black boxer Muhammad Ali, who always wanted to kill his white man opponent. That's a fist of aggression. And that's a fist of power. That's the fist of Putin. And that's the fist of Trump. And that's the fist of Orban. That's power. And there's the fist of fear. Do you remember? And there's the fist of shame. The fist as a gesture. And that's another science. That's phenomenology. That's not studying, observing, looking for cells or nerves or brains, but that is participating. What does the movement, what does it mean? What kind of gesture? That is phenomenology.